Bear fans.
I know you hear it. You shouldn't even see it.
Now you've been summoned for a special occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes I've been seeing.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, this game will be a big challenge. Facing one of the top teams in the league, they'll need to be at their best to win.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. TA. Fantastic as always, David. Thank you. Shea certainly had his ups and downs, Greg, along the way.
Well, ultimately, having to fight for a spot in this league may make him a better player. He's already...
Some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Davis comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. The Jazz also changing it up. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Chase subbed in for Mike Conley. Whereas for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
Utah leading by 3. Here's Best. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Powell kicks to VanVleet. Davis finds Gasol. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's now only a 1-point Jazz lead. Utah's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, zero hesitation from Shea right there. Rise and fire with authority.
They double him with Shea. Passes to Powell. Shoots from the baseline. Again, Toronto.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Pass to Clarkson. And here's Shea outside. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. Well, it was announced last month that Shea is the NBA's Rookie of the Month. Hard to argue, Greg, with that pick when you look at what he's done.
And the numbers speak for themselves. And I'm glad the NBA has taken notice of what Shea is doing on the floor. Could be the first of many awards for him.
Three-pointer. Again, Shea missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gasol. Here's VanVleet. And here is Powell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Best passes to Clarkson. Launches it. And it's Shea with the 3. Best's got 9.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To the paint, here's Powell. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Shea fires away from outside. Utah gets it back. Bradley can't get it to go.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Davis, the pass to VanVleet. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Shea up top, covered by VanVleet. Fires from deep. Again, Shea missing.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Good on the triple.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
For 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's the pass to Pop. Now, here's Siakam. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Van Vliet. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Che outside. Another miss by Che. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, Greg, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea. Why you're fouling in a situation like that, you know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Utah also making some changes. George Niang is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Clarkson. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. Che outside. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Che. The 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Anunoby is outside at 3 with Ibaka down at power forward. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Boucher in at the 7. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the inside, Boucher scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Murray kicks to Conley. And here's Che outside. Another miss by Che.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto.
Well, Kevin, you know this. A guy at Lowry's size has simply got to be able to make the floater. That's a big-time delivery.
From deep, Che. Shot to stop the run. And Bogdanovich with a finish inside. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Van Vliet looking around. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now Jay. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Inside, Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Lets a floater go. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 17 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jay outside. For the 3. Again, Shea missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
And the Jazz call time here. And the front office in Toronto, Doris, took a lot of heat for those changes you were just talking about.
Kev, their point guard, Kyle Lowry, wouldn't even talk to the president for much of the season. But the feeling was, from the management, in order for this team to break through, changes had to be made.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Then for the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson comes in for Murray. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Back to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Powell. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Utah called for the foul.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Davis is checked in for Toronto. Clarkson on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Clarkson kicks to Shea. The Jazz again can't hit it. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
And it's good for 2. Powell's got 10 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. From deep, Shea. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Shea's got 21.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
And it's Davis missing. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Best. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Again, Shea missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. And Utah with a change here, too. Bradley's checked in for George Niang. Van Vliet passes to Powell. Davis against Mitchell. Davis down low. 4 on the clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Shea dishes to Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Pass to Shea. Takes a 3. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. It's good.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Down low, Van Vliet. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Mitchell. Shea outside. Back to Mitchell. Shea outside. The tray. Again, Shea missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Van Vliet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Raptors have shot a good percentage from the free throw. One second left. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. Teams changing it up here.
Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Shea is out there with Moutier. Then there's Bradley. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Niang in at the power forward position. O'Neal passes to Best. And here's Moutier. Tipped away. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Five to shoot. Fires the 3. And no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. 19-point game. And here's Shea outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Shea's got 27.
I love the answer from Shea. Big-time 3-point delivery.
The pass to Davis. Over Shea. Misses off the right iron. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Moutier. Here's Niang. And he banks in the layup. Niang's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And they double up Davis. Van Vliet finds Gasol. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Passes it to O'Neal. He dishes it to Clarkson. From deep, Shea. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Van Vliet. He feeds it to Davis, and the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 6 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think, Greg, this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Best passes to Clarkson. From past the arc, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Williams-Goss is checked in for the Jazz. The drive by Siakam. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. He's got 11.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Shea outside. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Yep, that one goes in there. 13 points for Siakam.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Shea way outside. Davis with some nice D. Toronto leading by 18. With the floater, count that one from Van Vliet.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Shea fires away from outside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Davis missing. Jazz trail by 20. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Pass to Best. From deep. Here's Bradley. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Bradley's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Pass to Gasol. Rebound, Utah.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Siakam. They get it again. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 7 points in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Shea, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Clarkson kicks to Shea. Utah gets it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet finds Davis. Here's Boucher. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Boucher's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Shea outside. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah,
Changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Clarkson, and Shea's subbed in for Williams-Goss. Doris, I know you're really on coaches who are fast forward and thinking about where the game is going, where it is evolving, innovation. And there are a lot of guys like that.
Well, there certainly are. And I would just point back to the NBA Finals, where for the first time in a very long time, Nick Nurse decided to go to a boxing one and a triangle and two. And you heard the announce booth sort of open up about their shock at employing such a non-traditional defensive scheme at maybe the most important time of the year. So really cool. I think most NBA coaches are outside the box. They're looking for whatever gives them a competitive advantage.
Sure makes it interesting, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby, and it's small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And there's the pass to Ingles. Dishes it to Shea. Utah getting another chance here. Count that bucket.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Up top, Powell. Covered by Shea. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
It's Powell on the wing. The rebound by the Jazz. Bogdanovich has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ingles kicks to Shea. Utah the rebound.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Here's Anunoby. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Shea outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 33 points for Shea.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And the foul called on Shea. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Conley against Lowry. Over Conley.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Best can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the middle. Here's Powell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you. And you don't need anything else.
That is so well said.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Here's Lowry. Sweet little floater.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and
The fans are pumped.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Johnson outside. And so Toronto takes this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg,
ready to do this? Oh, professional. Oh, it's beautiful. Everyone's showing me love, man, and it's right back at y'all. Wait, shouts out. Wait, who votes on this?
You know what? I'm not sure. Hornet, any idea?
No idea, Hank. I think it's the media.
Okay.
Oh, well, shouts out to y'all, whoever you are, and shouts out to the fans. You know, I'm feeling the love out there, and it's really helping me elevate my game to the next level, so big love.
We know you're a busy guy, Chase, so we're going to let...
All right, well, look, my point, Hornet, is that the game changes. It evolves.
I don't want to hear it,
And
Hank.
drawing...
You know, I don't know if you get the chance to go to an NBA player's wedding, but you got to go to an NBA player's wedding. It's like out of this world. It's crazy. You'd have so much fun. I mean, there's kids waiting to try to get in this wedding. Like there were kids trying to break in. The food was out of this world.
The kids, they get in?
The kids, no. Security tried to keep them away. They were too short. You know,
Okay.
like we had a strict policy where they had to be this tall to get in.
Okay. How was the food though?
The food was all right. The food was good. But I thought his wife was going to kill me because I had to explain ratings to 40 NBA players during this thing, and it was wild. And the whole time I'm sitting